Huzzah! What's going on? Alright. We are here in Miami in the PMDG 737-800. And we're going to do some testing today. Testing, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go down to Sangster in Montego Bay, Jamaica. We'll go have a look. And see how this performs here. Hope everybody's doing well. Let me see here. Just getting a few things set up. And yeah, so this should be a cool flight. Should be about 2 hours, and weather here in Miami is a little bit goofy, but overall, I mean, things should be pretty good, I think, heading down. Let's get our... Hey, Mike, what's going on? Peter? How's everybody doing? And, Dave, good to see you as well. And, yeah, it should be a fun flight. So, there we go. We got that. Let's get our departure weather here in Miami. Oh, let's do a couple other things here. Let's log into VATSIM. And we are American Airlines flight 2789. I always like to pick my call sign based on what sounds good, because some of them just don't sound good. Let's get the what? Somebody's already using flight 2789? You're kidding me. Alright, so now we're going to have to use... Let's go 2788. How's that for an idea? How goofy is that? Bedbug, what's going on? So somebody's already using the call sign that I was going to use, which is kind of weird. Which means somebody must be on their way from Miami down to Sangster, I guess. The only other way to explain it. Even though I don't see anybody on their way down to Sangster. On good old... Let's go American 2788. Let's do that. Hopefully nobody's used that. 2788. This is sort of annoying. So, pardon me for the brief delay. Wish there was a way, there probably is a way to, you know, Mike, I have tried it. I have, and I think it's some cool stuff. I just don't have, I haven't spent enough time with it, to be honest. You know, I know you use it a lot, and it looks awesome, and it's getting better and better. I know that as well. 2788. Let's try 2788. I mean, what's weird is when I logged in, or when I selected the call sign, it didn't tell me that it was already being used. So I don't know. Okay, so 2788 it is. Miami CTAF. Let's get Miami CTAF here. Miami CTAF is 18.3. And our squawk code is 7152. So now we can get serious about this. But yeah, Mike, I have used it. Weather is 080 14 gust and 24. 14 24. Altimeter 3016. Let's see. Peak wind 09027. I just had to do a METAR review because I just took my FAA instrument ground instructor test the other day. Broken at 4,500. So your ceiling is the lowest cloud layer that is either broken or overcast. So our ceiling is 4,500 today. I am full of useless information. Be ready for it. So departure. I am full of useless information. I have just taken an FAA test. So let's go back here. And let's go FMC. Databases are current. Pause in it. All good. Do flight plan. Let's get that. Let's set our payload and our fuel. So yeah, so I got some interesting things coming up. IFR flight last night had my co-pilot do the complete departure and arrival briefing, including ILS and missed approach. That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. It's I mean, say intentions is getting better and better. There's no question about it. You know. Let's see here. What do we got? 092, 092. This is probably gonna be 5,000 for our departure. And this is gonna be no. This is gonna be 092. And I went the wrong way, but that's alright. Alright, so let's see. Everything is looking good. I'm finally feeling like I did a flight the other day in the 737, and I was rusty, so I'm feeling better today already. Peter, what's going on? I know it's available, but I'm not interested right now. I don't know what's going on, but all my stuff is sort of slow right now. Alright, let's get Guava 2. So where is the Guava 2 Sid? Or, yeah, Sid. Gotta get us some airport info here so we know where we're going. On the ground, that is. Let's see, there's that. I'm good enough with that. Payload. Let's see, block fuel 12.8, that's good. 6.5 aside, that's good. Alright, so now let's get a quick look up top here. Got yaw dampeners on. Battery, ground power, electric hydraulic pumps are all off, fuel pumps all off, interior lights we're good to go. Ground power is connected, emergency lights are armed and covered, seatbelts auto on. We'll go seatbelts auto here for right now. Trim areas on, packs left and right are autopilots are off, IR selectors on, nav, I know that. Alright, so now we come down here and let's do some action here. So I had a lot of fun flying the 737 the other day. I think I was reminded that RealTurb is not playing well right now with Flight Sim 25 or Flight Sim 24. Let's see here. Let's load that. We'll execute that, and then we'll come over here. Let's do some calculating. So it's gonna be runway. I'm sure it's gotta be 8. Actually, I'm not sure of anything. Runway 8, right? What's funny is there like certain airplanes I can't. 3016. Certain airplanes I have to use a checklist with. I got to the point where I never really needed a checklist with this airplane. But this year my 85%, Takeoff 2, select temp is 61. This year I made a conscious decision, V2's plus 20 is 160, that I am going to use checklists. And I've found that using a checklist is harder than just kind of goofing around, I guess. Let's go N1 limit. Select temp is... What did I say it was? Select temp is 61. So I'm going back to using my flow here with the 737. So we'll take off to climb to. That's all good. So flaps 5. Let's go. Winds are 040. We'll call them at 20. So we're just gonna kind of do our thing here. Sim Update 5 is great. I was sort of hesitant to get back into it. Whoops, no. There's that. 523. But once I found out that my beloved that my beloved 737 works with it, I was perfectly happy to get back. So I've clearly forgotten something. Did I forget to get the weather? What did I forget to get? Let's see here. Let's get our winds. So I do not fly X-Plane 12. A lot of people ask me that. And X-Plane 12 was, what was it? The Navigraph survey came out the other day. And what was it like? I want to say it was like 12% of people use X-Plane 12. It's a solid number. I'm still shocked at the number of people that still use prepared. But I guess, you know. Oh, yeah, I know what the problem is now. All right, departure 8 right, Guava 2 Guava. Use your brain, Mike. Let's see, I think it's Guava 2 Ursus. Okay. Ursus it is. And we'll execute that. And then we're going to go arrival into Jamaica is going to be via, let's see here, is going to be via, did I not import this flight? I thought I did. It's going to be via the what? But I know, Peter, you're yes, I'm still fly FSX, that's right. And no, I didn't depart the starting run, select the departing runway, that's why. And of course, this is why God created checklists, but everything's running sort of slow today, it feels like, on me system. So Miami, Sangster's going to be runway 7. And let's pick an approach here. Well, let's look at this arrival. Come on, arrival. Oh, I know why this is running slow. So I've got everything set to, let's see, DME arcs are awesome. ILS runway 7, okay. So ILS runway 7 it is. And we'll take that at where? Final. So I have everything set to run in the background, or it's everything, all like my apps to run on my Intel graphics card while I'm running the sim on my 4090. So what do we got? We've got the Omaxi 7, Inari, ILS runway 7, no transition. Let's go take a look at the legs. Alright, we should be good. Alright, there we go. So, now we are all set. Okay, now things are looking good. So now what we're going to do is go up top. Let's get, let's see here. Let's go there. Let's go here. Anti-collision light on. Go amp APU and engine bleeds on. Alright. So now, hey Andrew, what's going on? How you doing? What is the top altitude for this departure? Top altitude for this departure is 5,000. That's what I thought. Alright, and now we have to go 18.3. Let's go 122.8. And then we'll go 18.3. Mrs. Island Sim Pilot is working late tonight, so that's why I'm doing this. I got the time 18.3. And there's that. I'll flip that over in a second. What did he say for squawk code 7152? Nope. 7152. And yeah, it's definitely coming soon. Andrew, I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well. Life is crazy as it always is, but you know, it's just the way it goes, I guess. Squawk set altimeter is, let's see, what did I say? 3016. Yeah, life is nuts. Life is nuts. And I just realized something else. There's 3016. Eventually I'll probably share publicly on the channel the latest craziness that it's been a year and a half of non-stop nonsense in my life. Now granted, none of it is like existential, right? So I mean there are people out there who don't have a place to sleep, don't have food to eat. Like, I'm not in that situation, you know, and all things are relative, right? That's, I think, an always important thing to remember. But, like, life has just been crazy. Alright, departure routes, takeoff, all set. Initial altitude is set, heading takeoff runway is all set. V-speed, yaw dampener, fuel pumps. Let's go fuel pumps all on. APU. Go fuel pumps all on. And crossfeed. Okay, so window heats are all on. And the ice. Hydraulic pumps coming on. Alright, so we'll deal with the rest of this stuff here shortly. Make sure. Alright, so we're clear here. Let's get our ground vehicles away here. And yeah, so just, you know, but life is good. Life is good. Just came back from the grill and we flew out of Montego Bay. Ah, that's so funny, Frank. I was thinking about going to Anguilla the week of the 16th of May, and that idea got completely slammed in my face. So everything's looking good here. But there are bigger problems to have in the world, right? So let's release that. Come over here and make sure parking brake is on. Alright, so turn this on. That's good. Alright, so be taxiing. What are we taxiing? We're taxiing runway 8 right via. What are we taxiing? Via, call it November 7. Alright, so now let's set our, change radios here, get ourselves on frequency. Miami traffic, American 2788, pushing gate 30, Delta 37, will be taxiing to runway 8 right via November 7. Mike holding short 8 right on Mike 1, Miami. How do you think about that? That was a pretty solid radio call right there. Yes, Marika, it is. They said anyway it's coming out. They said anyway it's coming out this week. So, all right, let's go. Park brake is released, and let's go. Let's see here. We're gonna turn our packs off. All right. And then once we get moving, should be any moment now. Alright, there we go. Let's go on continuous. And we're cooking with fire right now. Little brother has a PC with 6 gigs of VRAM. Medium high settings with the Phoenix. No, I think he'll get, if he's getting, what is going on here? Are the chocks still set? Yeah, let's remove the chocks. I swear I pressed that. No, I think he'll get better performance, honestly. Don't tell me this. Oh, yeah. No, come on. My fault. That was my fault. That was called not paying attention right there. I missed one button. But no, I think your brother is probably going to get better performance. Honestly. Set the parking brake. There's that. Let's go up top. Go there. Come here. And we'll set that. Let's see. I have not tried the Comanche yet, and that is another airplane that everybody says is amazing. The only thing actually, one thing I like about the Comanche is that it has It has the dual G5s, which is pretty wild. I have those in my Cherokee and my 152 for that matter. So let's go Gen 1. Why is my yaw dampener off? Why would you do that to me? Alright, so packs are on. Leads are on. So now we can turn this off. Turn this off. I'm guarantee you that Sangster is at 0 degrees or 0 feet. So let's take a look real quick. But I guarantee you it's at 0 feet. And let's go 37,000. So let me see. I do not play. The only other game that I play to any extent is F1. But even that, I don't really play it that often. Yeah, the Comanche, I've heard such good things about that airplane. All right, runway elevation is 5 feet in Kingston. Not Kingston, in Sangster, Montego Bay. So we'll set this. Oop. There's that. All right. Nobody out there to bang into. Oh, somebody just rang my doorbell. Are you kidding me? I don't have any friends. Who do you think rang my doorbell? I think I'm just going to ignore it. I think I'm just going to ignore it. So, off we go. Oopsie. Alright, no traffic. Alright, let's come over here. Alright, that's good. So, let's see here. Taxi lights, yeah, I should have turned them on. This is gonna be a fun flight. This is a cool arrival down into Sangster. Let's see here. Take a look at this departure. I almost always do. Oh, you know what I didn't do? No, I didn't. Oh no, I didn't start my. I didn't start my ACARs for my virtual airline. Darn it. It's the entire reason why I'm doing this particular flight. Not the entire reason why I'm flying, but it's the entire reason why I'm doing this particular flight. That is a bummer, dude. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to show them my Volanta thing here. That's kind of a bummer. You know, there's always, like, especially with a let me see if I can come to a stop here and trick the ACARs into thinking that I can go from here. Please let me go. Oh, do I need... Sorry for the delay here, ladies and gentlemen. We have a little bit of a issue here on the taxiway. Alright, now we're just going to pretend that there's no issue. So if I have to do that, then I have to do that. That's okay. That's the one thing about VA flights is there's like 4 extra things to do. Being on VA and VATSIM. Movie fun. New Resident Evil game is amazing. Would you ever try? You know, it's the only thing is with like games like that is I don't know. You kind of have to have a lot of time, you know. And I'm not gonna say meow to ATC. That's actually kind of crappy. Like, dude, I was in the news recently, obviously, but like meowing on guard like every once in a while, okay, I mean if you want to act like a 4-year-old, that's fine, but like the problem is that those guys who got on the news for doing that were meowing and barking on guard for like minutes on end. Guard is an emergency frequency, and if somebody has number one, there's a reason why you monitor it to, you know, so in case somebody else has an emergency, you're able to help. Number two,
Miami traffic, good afternoon. American 1894 is inbound from the northeast on the Bonefish arrival. We're turning downwind for runway 08 left. We'll be doing the Arnav Zulu for 8 left, Miami.
There's a reason why you monitor it. You monitor it to make sure that, you know, if anybody else has a problem, that you can, you know, help in any way if possible. Did I press the wrong button to start this? Whatever. But number two, like if you have an emergency, you have to be able to get on guard too and get any help that you might be able to get. I mean, so yeah, meowing on guard like every once in a while is funny, but doing it for like minutes on end is not funny. I mean, I've been airborne and heard people declare emergencies on guard before, and it's not a good feeling because you know that somebody near you is having a really crappy day. You know, and it's just not funny. All right, so lecture over. Let's go. Flight directors on. LNAV, VNAV. Headings are correct. All right, Guava 2 departure. 8 right, climbing heading 02, heading on 146 down to Baller. Let's come out just a little bit. 146 to Baller, then on 183 heading to Mint. So we're basically making a right turn, making another right turn southbound, and then hanging a little bit of a Louis over there towards to Mint. Let's come down here. Let's go transpond. I'm gonna set these early just because I don't have time to single pilot. I don't have time. Let's see, everything looking good. Turn the lights on here in a second. Gen 1 battery. These are all good. These are all good. Come back in the power there.
Miami traffic. American 1894 is midfield on the downwind for 8 left, Miami.
And that is a useful radio call right there. Midfield left, downwind, 8 left. 37. People call on the radios and they're like, I'm on the, you know, Bonefish 2 arrival into Miami transition, whatever. And it's like, I have no idea where you are. All right. So 1 second and I will, I'll get back to the chat here in a second. Let's go. These on. We'll go this off. I think we're ready to go here. Miami traffic, American 2788, taking 08 right for departure, Guava 2 departure to the south, Miami. Alright, I think we're good. Final, nothing coming. He's coming 08 left. 08 right is confirmed. That's probably a good idea right there too. Alright. There we are on center line.
Miami traffic, American 1894 is turning base to final about 10 miles north of Vicov, Miami.
Toga power is set. Airspeed's alive. I don't know why my dude isn't talking to me. My other dude. Or dudette, one of the two. 80 knots. I've got it set to do the callouts, it's just not doing them. On takeoff too, it takes a while to get up to rotation speed. There's V1, rotate. There's some of my passengers barfing. Positive rate of climb. Gears coming up.
Miami traffic, Dollar Jet 1 Heavy, passing runway 9 in Miami.
What is he? Dollar Jet? Alright. Sort of not liking this climb rate, but alright. Do. And you'll be able to tell when I'm hand flying because we'll be all over the place. Come up to flaps 1. Well, I like flying, so why turn on the autopilot right away, right? Alright, there's up speed. Flaps coming up. There's 10,000. Alright, let's come on over here.
Miami traffic, American 1894, 6 mile final, 8 left, Miami.
Alright, let's come up top. Everything looking good. Cabin's pressurizing.
Miami traffic, American 3577, short final runway 9, Miami.
Alright. Not too bad. Hey, Peter, take it easy. Where are you flying to, Peter? I love actually being in the airplane on a day like today. It's not what I usually am doing. But, man, it looks beautiful, doesn't it?
Miami traffic, high fly 77, lining up runway 9 and about behind runway traffic.
Let's see here. That is a beautiful view right there. What a cool shot. Alright. So let's come up here.
Miami, American 1894, short final, runway 8 left, Miami.
What's going on? Oh, Miami Center. 132.2. So let's go. $132. He must have just come on. It's always hard to change your radio frequency in a turn. $132.2.
That's better. United 2067, Miami Center, clock 3240.
Can you repeat that one more time for United 2067?
I'm just gonna give myself a.
2067 squawk 2240.
I'm gonna give myself a continued climb here.
2240 for United 2067.
Miami Center, high fly 77 on the ground at Miami, ready to go short of 9.
TDC just now, but it looks like we won't be able to make flight level 260. Is there anything lower that you can get there?
And that was Takeoff talking at once. Who's calling holding short for runway? High fly 77 heavy.
So,
Flight 27 heavy, Miami Center runway, not clear for takeoff.
Peter, that is a cool flight. That is a cool flight.
And who's calling about a flight level?
Longship 13.
10,000. Why are these like half on, half off?
Looks like we're not going to be able to make flight level 260. Is there anything lower you can give us?
Longship 1312, maintain flight level 2001. Should expect flight level 2001 0 minutes after.
It looks like flight level 200. Longship 1312.
Miami Center, good afternoon, American 2788, flight level, or excuse me, 10,500, climbing 15,000.
American 2788, Miami Center, climb flight level 370.
370, American 2788.
Hello, Miami Center, Silverwings 176, 4,500, climbing to 11,000, direct car new.
Silverwings 176, Miami Center, Miami altimeter 3014.
3014, Silverwings 176.
Peter, that is an awesome flight. That is such a cool flight. The DLSS setting that I'm using right now, I can't turn on. I'm not going to exit the sim or exit the flight to turn on the. I should have turned that on to begin with. Let's see here. Tell me if you can see this here in a second. The one thing is the performance overlay. You know what? Why am I not recording performance? I should. I've got like 16 background processes running. Crazy. Come on there, Captain X. Alright, so now I'm recording data. Let's see if we can get the overlay. For some reason...
Miami Center, hello, Dollar Jet 1 Heavy is short of 9 or Miami.
For some reason,
Dollar Jet 1 Miami Center, advise on your information, Sierra.
Alright, we'll get Sierra now, Dollar Jet 1.
oh, there we go.
High fly 77 to contact, climb and maintain flight level 410, see altitude.
So FPS 52... I mean,
Correction,
that's a tiny little display up there. Sorry about that, but... Yeah, Peter, I love flying real time too. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun.
$1 Heavy, we got Sierra.
And $1 Heavy on that baller runway, not equipped to take up.
Runner Baller 1 clear for takeoff, Dollar Jet 1 Heavy.
I love it.
Miami Center, hello, American 1894, 3000, heading 275 on a go around out of Miami.
American 1894, Miami Center, expect visual runway 8 right, Miami altimeter 3014.
Wow.
Expect a visual 8 rights and 3014, American 1894.
Let's see here. 10-0. 10.3. Latency 49 milliseconds. That can't be right. I know that's not right. Huh. Not sure what that's all about. Oh, brakes RTO. You're right about that, Peter. Darn it. Left. Ay. Why do they create checklists? They create checklists so we don't forget things. That's why. That's why. I've flown both of the Nairobi, Peter, is one of my favorite flights. Great destination. The latency is not correct. There's absolutely no way. There's just zero chance that that's correct. So I'm not even worried about it. I don't know why my overlay is not coming up. Oh, there we go. Yeah, see 17, 18. So, there we go. Now we're all set. I knew there was absolutely no chance that that was my latency. Yes, this is 1722. And I mean, the change log for this was like really thin. So my guess is that we are very close to to release, right? We got 10 to glams. All right, so let me just take a little gander here at my checklist. All right, the auto brake is off. I never turned the auto brake on. That makes it easy to turn it off. Engine start switch is off. Gear lever is off. Flaps are up. Autopilot's on. LNAV VNAV as required. Runway lights are off. Cabin lights as required.
American 1894, turn left at 150.
Left 150, American 1894.
$1 heavy radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 410, see altitude.
Those are
Alright,
good.
410 and we're at 5,000 now, $1.
Alright, we're cool. We got everything set.
American 3067, expect ILS matter.
I mean, this airplane has a presence that the Airbus, the A320 family just doesn't have. I'm sorry. Like, I know the A320 was like the biggest winner in the Navigraph survey, but that plane just does not have the presence that this airplane has. Oh, Peter, that's awesome. I've always wanted to do something like that. I've always wanted to do something. As a matter of fact, across the pond is coming up, isn't it? On VATSIM. But I'm gonna get yelled at by my wife if I do that. I experienced a weird issue with all the PMDG aircraft like a Purex study. You know what? I've read about that. Yeah, switch to weight and balance page.
American
EFB.
1894, turn left at 110 on the rollout. Airfield will be at tier 11 o'clock and 15 miles. Advise fuel inside.
I have not had
Alright,
that.
left turn 110 will report the field, American 1894.
Although I have read about it. I have read about it, but I have not experienced that myself. That's kind of an odd one. That's quite an odd one. Actually. Let's see here. VATSIM radar, which is cool stuff. So
Go said American 1894.
American 1894, clear visual approach from late right.
Clear for the visual late right, American 1894.
Next Saturday, yeah, I think if I do that, I'm gonna be in trouble. And that is not a criticism of Mrs. Allenson Pilot. Mrs. Allenson Pilot is a lovely woman, and she is correct in the fact that I spend plenty enough of my time goofing around on Flight Simulator that when Saturday and Sunday roll around, that that she would appreciate it if I would be available for doing other things. Cool. There's a decent amount of traffic today. There was ATC down in Jamaica up until
American 3067 at light clear Dallas Niner.
a little while ago, which is unfortunate. Hey, Bob, what's going on? How much do I owe? It'll be $11, sir. $11. You owe nothing, my friends. Good to see you. What's going on? PC dependent. What's your new config, Ellis? That's bizarre. I have heard about that, and that's one of the truly more odd issues I've heard of. But that is the Bahamas.
1312 Miami Center Squawk
Over there.
altitude. Actually disagree with that. 1312 for runway 10 right, taxi by Tango 8 Quebec Juliet.
Runway 10 taxi Tango 8 Quebec Juliet.
American 1894 wind 07020 gust 22 runway 8 right clear to land.
8 right, clear to land, American 1894.
Went from rights and you know, it seems like that 9070 card might be it. Because I think I remember reading a lot of people seem to have that card that have that issue. What do we got?
Chevron is 176 cross Fatman at 5000. Expect a visual approach from 8 right.
Yeah, that's an odd one though, for sure.
Cross Famine at 5,000 and expect the visual for which runway?
8 right.
Expect the visual 8 right, Silverwings 176.
Silver Wings is what is that? Call sign Silver Wings.
Miami Center, this is Delta 2168 holding short of runway 9 at Key West, requesting takeoff clearance.
Delta 2168 Miami
Silver Wings
Center,
call
I
sign.
need to give you clearance advisor to copy.
Ready to copy, 2168.
Delta
Silver Airways,
2168
yeah.
clear to Atlanta Hartsfield Airport to Buffett 1 departure, JMAC transition, then as well to maintain 16,000, expect follow with 360, 10 minutes after departure, this frequency is clock 3653.
VR
Copy, we're clear to
runway.
Atlanta as filed via the Buffett 1 departure, J Mike Charlie transition, expecting a minimum altitude of 16,000, 10 minutes after departure, cruising 360, departure will be with you, squawking 3653.
Delta 2160, read back is correct. Let me know you're ready for departure, QS altimeter 3010.
See how we doing on the
Copy, Key West altimeter is going to be 310. Could you repeat the rest, Miami Center?
looking good.
Let me know you're ready for departure.
Copy, we're ready for departure, 2168.
Delta 2168.
Brian, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is 121.5 everywhere.
Runway 9 clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 9 or Delta 2168, thank you.
Brian, I'm pretty sure it is 121.5 everywhere. Yeah, that whole thing was weird. 9070. The 9070 is a great card, and the 7090 is awesome too. Silver Airways, they just closed down, I think, which is a real shame because they flew. They did a lot of Caribbean ops in the ATR, and I'm telling you, when the ATR comes out, the updated ATR comes out for Sim Update 5. That's from what they say. They're bringing out a new version of it, updated like 2024. I was about to say rebuilt from the ground up, but I don't want to get into that. 2024 native version of the ATR. I am psyched about that. I'm going to be flying the wings off that airplane. Gladly, Brian. Gladly. You got any trips coming up, Brian? Anybody else got any trips coming up for the summer? I got nothing. I got nothing planned.
Long ship 13.
Except for flying in the sim.
Longship 1312 RNAP Calypso, runway 10 right, clear for takeoff.
See, 2030 is... Yes, we've only got another hour.
American 1894, taxi via Mike to the right.
Mike to the ramp, American 1894.
Let's see. Is that Nabeo? Yeah. Nabeo at 2005. So top of descent is probably going to be about. We're probably 25 minutes from top of descent right now. About to find out. Well, not really. Come on, keep climbing, keep climbing. Oh, you met Hans at FS Weekend. That's awesome. That is so cool. It's so funny how we like have these like.
American 2788, change your advisory 122.8.
Over to advisory for American 2788. Thanks. Have a good day. It's so funny how we like. Whoop! I just pressed my radio call sign. It's so funny how we have.
American 3067, wind 070 to 12, gust 22, runway 900, clear line.
How, you know, I mean, everybody on here, I know all of you guys, but I've never met any of you. You know what I mean? It's just wild. It must be so cool to meet in person. I love getting out at the end of the group flights now, and walking around with our characters. It's just kind of funny. I don't know. Let's see, 122.8. Certainly is not a whole heck of a lot to see out here, is there? Heading up to Scotland next month. That's awesome. Rhodes, Greece in September. I have sister-in-law who's Greek. Oh, where did you see the preview of the ATR? I'm excited about that. Alright. Reset MCP altitude. Why? Oh, you know why? Because this is probably wrong. That's one more thing I didn't check. So I needed, it's official, I needed 2 flights to get myself ready for, or to get my feet back under me in this airplane. So let's see. Top of descent is 1959. So we got 180 miles to top of descent. So we got a little bit of time. The guy you visit in Norway you met in the flight sim streams. That's so cool. And like, you know, we all have obviously the same interests, you know. So there's no, it makes sense that we all jive, you know. It's pretty awesome. So I have a buddy of mine who is going on an interesting flight tomorrow. He's going on a 14.5-hour flight in the A350 in real life. So that's gonna be pretty wild. That'd be awesome, Bob. I want to see that. I am so excited about that plane. I like that plane even when, like, with what, you know, the issues that it had. But it's just such a cool airplane. Can you believe we get to do this in our office or your computer room? I mean, it's just amazing. I still can't get over this. Super heavy available now. If you mean the Sim Update 5, no, it's not available quite yet, but it's coming. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to be in business class, but man, 14.5 hours. He's done flights like that before. I don't know. I mean, I love flying. I love everything about flying, but 14.5 hours in an airplane. I mean, that's a long time. Can you imagine being in coach? I mean, I'm trying to think of the longest I've ever done in coach. I mean, I flew coach from to Europe a couple years ago. I I mean, let's be honest. I've flown coach every time I've flown to Europe in my entire life. But what's interesting is for American Airlines, the main cabin extra in long haul, the seats are the same size as the first class seats in the 737 and the A320 family. So if you're taking a long haul flight in the like 777 or whatever, and you get main cabin extra, or not main cabin extra, what is it? What do they call it? I forget. What's between main cabin? Preferred something, I can't remember. But anyway, we flew the A330 from, I think it was Philadelphia to Milan, and we got the I made sure we got exit row seats, so it really wasn't too bad. It's actually pretty good. Well, man, 14 and a half hours in cabin would be tough. Yeah, people don't like the whatchamacallit, the bulkhead seats. I love bulkhead seats. I love bulkhead seats. I mean, so I can't put my bag down in front of me. Big deal. I believe we're coming up on our good friend. Well, no, Castro's dead, isn't he? I think he's like really dead at this point. Yeah, this is Cuba. Cuba is massive. Let's take a look here. Where is Volanta? There we go. Cuba is huge. Cuba is almost the size of Florida, really. Look at that. That's probably not representative. But like, if you look at, like, for example, Anguilla, which is a little speck over here, and then you look at, Jamaica is not exactly small, and look how much bigger. Look how much bigger Cuba is. Crazy. Where are these guys going? I love Volanta. Volanta is awesome. Okay, so these dudes are going to... Oh, Colombia. Okay, Bogota. Nice. I love Volanta. What is this all about? I hope everything with Cuba gets sorted out pretty soon. Just rotten for the people who are down there to be caught in the middle of all the nonsense that they're caught in right now. Like, the people of Cuba have done nothing to deserve what they're going through. Alright, Inari Delta 4340. Let's see here. Let's get rid of this. How's about we go to our arrival? And which arrival are we flying today? We are flying the Almaxi 7 arrival. So let's check that out. Pin that. Flying the ILS runway 7. ILS DME runway 7. And airport chart. Put that baby up. Make sure we got that. Nope. That's what we're looking for. And I gotta find yeah, you know what's unfortunate about Volanta is that you I wish you could inject Volanta traffic into the sim. That would be kind of cool. Parking stands. Just in case somebody comes on and tells me parking stand 7, and I go, huh? Alright, so, let's, no. Well, no, did I hit? I did not. Okay, there we go. Let's take a look at this baby here. Look at this. So what are we? We're Inari, right? So Inari D15. Fif- 253M. A Moxie. This is busy. Look at this. D53M. Inari to a Moxie via SIA radio 343 to D15 SIA, then turn right via the D13 ARC to SIA. Alright, cool, we'll do that. And then I am hoping against all hope. Oh, Amoxie Vector Amoxie. That's not gonna work. Go away. Because Amoxie is Amoxie. Alright, let's take a look at this here real quick. This is kind of a cool arrival. Alright, we're gonna be straight in at Amoxie. So what we're gonna do is change that right. Yeah. Amoxie Anapa. So DME arcs are cool. Heavy cargo is available on Career Mode. I misunderstood your question earlier. It is. Big Mike. It's quiet. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I flew business class while we were repositioning for the Air Force. Guy next to me asked if I flew business class often. I told him no, I always sit in front of the business class. That's great. Oh, Brian, that's Ascension Island, a refueling stop in Dakar. That is a long flight. Brian, I couldn't agree more. The sim community is freaking amazing. And that's what I love about it. It's like, yes, I mean, flying pretend airplanes is a good time. But it's nothing compared to, you know, oh, quiet in the Tomahawk. It's nothing compared to like the opportunity to meet people and get to know people. I can't even tell you how many people I've gotten to know via the sim. You know, it's you included, obviously. You know, it's fantastic, coolest stuff in the world. Let's see, 183 here. Alright, let's start at least dialing in radio frequencies. What do we got? We've got 109.5. One thing I like about the 777 is you don't have to dial in radio frequencies. Well, how about I do this instead? 109.5. Now, what do we have for 115.7? Is the Sangster VOR. 115.7. And actually, that's going to be the one we want right now. 115.7. Yeah, I romanticize the like really, really long haul stuff, but I'm sure it's, I don't know. I mean, they've got like some of my favorite social media follows are long haul pilots. There's this one guy, he's an older Asian guy. He goes by, what is it? Where's my thing here? He goes by B787 bus driver. On Willie, his stutters are great. Stutters are fine. B787 bus driver on Instagram. He's an older Asian gentleman who is hilarious. He's been flying long haul. He's been a long haul captain since like the 80s, and he's just hysterical. All right, we're within 100 miles of top of descent, and let's see, 2029. So let's see what the weather is looking like here. Actually, before we do that, let's continue with what we were doing. Final approach for us 073. Get things set up here. We are in VNAV path mode, which is great. Decision altitude is 305. And C-130 from Port Stanley to Ascension and a VC-10 from... that sounds like a long flight. That sounds like a... I mean, a C-130, you know, over a good distance would take a while, no matter what. I mean, I'm sure that plane can go insane distances, but it's not particularly fast, if I'm not mistaken. All right, let's go all on one, back to auto, and that worked. So transition level is flight level 180, which is good, so I don't get confused. Let's see. You'll never guess what I see last night over the skies of Lone. Mike, you get. I had to rush home one time. I flew my dad to a relatively nearby airport. Let me brief this approach here first. I mean, it would have been like a 2-hour drive, and it was like a 25-minute flight. So I'm like, I'll fly you there. And so I flew him out there, and it was like dusk-ish, and I wasn't night current. And I'm like waiting for him to, like, he had somebody picking him up, and he's like talking and hanging out, and I'm like, I gotta leave. And I got back just before dark. So localizer 109.5, I've got that set both sides. 115.7 in the backup is right. Final approach course 073. And minimums are 305. Got that. Airport elevation is 0. Got that. Alright, missed approach. Climb 073 heading at 500. Turn left to 322. Then left to intercept and proceed via the D13 SIA VOR arc to Amoxie. SIA VOR radial 253D 11.0 climbing to 3,000. That is awesome. Oh, wow. And then I guess they want you to just enter straight into the hold. How cool is that? These are, man, hopefully I don't go missed. Yeah, the C-130 is known for its endurance, but not its speed. Exactly that. So we're Amoxie straight in, thankfully. So we're not going to have to do the... so one of these days I should load one of these approaches from the VOR and do the 280 outbound. So you can see the way they do this on the plan view. You're over the VOR at 4,600 and outbound 280 descending. The reason that line is coming down is because you're descending 4,600 down to 3,000 into the turn here into Amoxie. And then 073 to 1850. Glide slope intercept right there at Anapa. Missed approach is, let's see, 305. We're probably going to be going, I'm sure, 600, probably 750 feet per minute is going to be my guess. Pappy on the left-hand side. This is a wild approach. So a good trick if you're flying GAA planes and you're flying an ILS that has a localizer. ILS DME runway 7. Yeah, they have localizer minimum. So you can see the Anapa to the missed approach point. This is for your localizer approach. 4.5 miles. It tells you how long it should take you to get from Anapa to the missed approach point, which is right here. And but if you're flying the ILS, what you should do is find out however long it's supposed to take you, and then set it in your timer. And then when you cross the final approach fix right here at Anapa, start your timer. And then if your glide slope goes out between Anapa and the missed approach point, you don't have to go missed. You can just drop down to the localizer minimums. CJ3 operator, what's going on? I'm back at it, baby. I'm back at it. We just said hello to our friends in Cuba. And I'm talking too much again, which is like the sort of... So we got 47 miles to top of descent. So now what we need to do, we need to find out what our... weather is. Oh, okay, cool. My wife is done at 5:30 instead of 6:30, which is awesome. What's today, Wednesday? It is indeed. So let's go get our weather here for Jamaica. And I'm going to bring you along for the ride. Where's Navigraph charts? Alright, there's our Navigraph charts. We've got the arrival loaded, which is going to be wild. Alright, let's get the weather. Touch and go around EDDC. Fear to open my mouth for bad luck, but it ran pretty smooth. Nice. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Peter, I will check that out. I am so bad at looking at those on Discord. It's embarrassing. It's like a cycle for me. I'm embarrassed about the fact that I don't look at them, so I don't look at them, and it just makes it worse. It's like a vicious cycle. All right, ATIS. There is 55 minutes ago, so no real ATIS available. Let's use it. Okay, information Tango 19, arriving, departing runway 7, wind 0018, visibility 10. Actually, what does do? Scattered 2200, few 2400, ceiling at least 12,000, temperature 29, dew point 22, altimeter 1013. Peter, I swear to you, I haven't checked Discord DMs in quite a while. It's bad. It's embarrassing. It really is embarrassing. I apologize. I'll do that. I promise I will. I wonder what this is all about. Let's see. Alright. Next thing's up. What do we got here? Okay. Can't really read that very well. 1013. No, 1013. No, 1013. Third time's gonna be a charm. Come on. Alright, 1013. Let's take a look at what is gonna be our altitude here. Inari. Boy, this arrival is wild. What is the altitude here? Really no altitude on the arrival. Take a look at the approach. 3,000 at a moxie. So I'm guessing that's sort of... I'm not going to get... I'm probably not going to get ATC, so... Let's see, you got 18 knots with light rain over Sangster right now. Awesome. Yeah, those cumulonimbus are always something to keep an eye on. Is there a way to view FSLTL beyond ATC, AI traffic, and navigator? I don't think so, but I'm not sure. That FSLTL thing, for flight action on the MacBook, yeah. My ForeFlight subscription ran out. I gotta redo it. Hey, aviation dude, what's going on here? How are you? So yeah, my ForeFlight subscription ran out. I gotta decide what I'm gonna do with my life. I thought I had it all figured out, and that plan blew up. So I got my instrument ground instructor rating the other day, figuring maybe I can do something constructive with that. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Life has thrown me a curveball. It's actually thrown me one curveball after another for about a year and a half now. But you know what? It's all good. I love this approach. Can you imagine flying this approach in a jet with no GPS now? That would be a good time. Yeah, exactly, Peter. That Flight Radar 24 thing is kind of a bummer. Got your check ride scheduled for next month. Which rating? I don't know. I was thinking about doing my commercial single engine land this summer, and then maybe doing my CFI. But I don't know if that makes a whole lot of sense with what's going on right now. Top of descent. Throttle is coming back, and we're coming down. PPL then doing instrument right after. Instrument is the most fun. Everybody says the instrument's the hardest rating to get. The instrument rating is the most fun rating to get. I loved doing my instrument rating. Absolutely loved it. Loved everything about it. So much fun. Aaron, I'll give you some check ride advice. Don't reinvent the wheel. Fly your check ride exactly like you trained. Don't do anything different. You know, you don't have to do anything special to pass a check ride. Just fly like you fly. The reason your instructor signed you off for the check ride is because they think you're ready for the check ride. So just, you know, just prepare and do your best, and you're going to be just fine, man. People wig out about check rides. And I get it. I mean, it's important, you know. But enjoy the ride. It's a hoot. I think the live traffic is pretty good overall. I mean, I don't use it a lot. I'm either on VATSIM or I'm in a group flight, you know. So I don't use it all that often, actually. There's a new thing, actually, in... I'll show you real... Oh, no, I can't. Never mind. I was gonna show you there's a new thing in the traffic selection for when you set up in free flight. You can now pick AI traffic, and I don't even know what that means. You got to fly to Puerto Rico you got to go to Puerto Rico for the instrument. Left rudder for landing. Yeah, hopefully the two engines will be synced today. That'd be good. I mean, as if I need any more challenges with my level of ability. I don't need any more challenges with my level of skill. Let me see here. All right, I should probably be getting nervous by now, but I'm not yet. All right, we're on profile. We got Nebeo coming up in 13. Let's see here what we got. Nebeo. I want to get my printer set up so I can print out my... Nebeo 5.9. So I can print out my flight plans and start, like, actually... start tracking, like, logging stuff. I usually decrab, like, just before, maybe 10 feet. Between 10 and 20. You know, I usually leave it to pretty late to kick it out. I actually don't know what the official answer is to that, but I would imagine it's pretty late. The sim update 5. So what's today? Is today Wednesday? I don't even know. Shows you what planet I'm on. It is Wednesday, April 22nd. VORs are coming in. See the VORs. The Sangster VOR, 102 DME, which is good. That's right there. Ooh. We could have some fun with this. What does the black box mean? The dark black box mean around the VOR? Raise your hand if you know. All kinds of neat little things about these charts. Let's see. It doesn't mean what I thought it meant. I thought that meant that it has voice capability on the VOR. That doesn't seem to be the case. Anyway, there's probably nobody who's interested in that. Same in the latitude. We usually aim for 15 feet unless it's something insane. Yeah, exactly. Be a little upwind on the couple feet upwind. let the wind do its thing. Let's see. In the offensive navigraph, you can measure distances with a ruler and pick checkpoints. I'm pretty sure you can. Let's have a look here. Navigraph is the bomb. I love Navigraph. Let's see. I mean, I don't think you can. I mean, you can draw on the charts, you know, which is pretty cool. You can write on the charts, which is pretty cool. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. Then, let's see. I mean, there's so much that I don't even know. Like, these should be automatic charts, by the way. I mean, you got all these different types of charts. Then you got the layers. You can get the, you know, ADFs. You can get VFR symbols. You can get all kinds of crazy stuff. You can get weather, you can get online traffic like VATSIM, you can get live traffic and ATC. And here is the answer to your question, Mike. You absolutely can. So let's go. Where are we here? So right now, look at that. There is the answer to your question, good sir. We are on a 344 radial, 81 nautical miles. That is awesome right there. How cool is that? I didn't even know you could do that. But that's the thing about VATSIM is they've got so much stuff available. So much cool stuff available. They never stop adding features. It's wild. I'm gonna check my airport diagram here because I always like to know where I'm gonna get off. Yeah, man, I tell you, JEP is the coolest thing. So hopefully we'll get off on Bravo here. The JEP charts, the ones that Navigraph uses, just for the U.S. for a year, I think they cost, gosh, I don't know, at least $200, probably more. Probably more nowadays. But like worldwide JEP charts, I mean, it's in the thousands easily. I mean, CJ3 operator probably knows. But Navigraph, I mean, the value you get is unbelievable. These charts are expensive. I think I'm gonna keep the ILS chart up. No. Boy, can you imagine hand flying this? I don't think you... Yeah, actually you could hand fly this. You certainly could. VOR DME required. Oh man, that would be fun one day to do. That would be a lot of fun one day to do. We could have a flight simulator content creator contest and see who can fly the arrival and approach into Sangster. I guarantee you there's not many of them. I mean, I might screw it up, but I know how to do it. That'd be so much fun. Stutters wise on the Brecker G, welcome aboard, by the way. The panning is super smooth. It's super smooth. And that's one of the things that's really easy to notice in Sim Update 5. It's fantastic. It's going to be really nice. Capping base to 58 in the game. Oleg, I cap it at 58 and I don't use frame gen. So, I mean, the answer to your question is yes, it should work really well. If you're on a 60 hertz monitor, if you are on like a 120 hertz monitor, I would cap it at 60 and use frame gen. Maxim Tyro 1024, the solution to that is switch to DLSS, baby. I don't use TAA, so I don't know. Yeah, CJ3 operator is so expensive for JEP charts. It's ridiculous. I mean, I'm pretty sure the US for a year is like, I think it's more than 200 now. When I did my instrument rating, it was like 200 through 4-flight. Yeah, I mean, worldwide JEP charts it probably costs, it was 18,000, switch local altimeter setting. Worldwide JEP charts are insane. I mean, it's, I guarantee there's no one private individual who subscribes to worldwide JEP charts. You know? Alright, weather at Sangster. That's the other thing you can do. Let's see, can we get... Oh yeah. There is a weather overlay with our JEP charts here. And it looks like things are improving slightly. So you get the weather over. Hopefully that's going that way, because that's, well, it's not too heavy, but let's see here. Well, it sort of popped up out of nowhere, so it's hard to know whether it's coming one way or the other. But let's see, what is the weather nowadays? What's the update here? Weather METAR 14 minutes ago. Altimeter 29, dew point 23. So that is going the wrong direction for what I'm looking for out of life. So whenever your dew point and your temperature are getting closer together, that is no bueno. No bueno. Drag required. You think? I don't think so. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Oh yeah, drag is required. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let me see here. Actually, yeah, this is gonna make my life a whole lot easier. Alright, what do we got? DLSS ghosting. Yeah, I mean, TAA is, I mean, it's just not that good outside of the sim. Like, outside of the glass screens, rather. Coming down in 245. Let's check and see that there's no ATC. I'm pretty sure there's not. Which is sort of a bummer, because I was looking forward to a little bit of ATC, but that's that. Richard, how you doing? Good to hear from you. I'm glad you're here. How you feeling, man? How's everything? Yeah, you can Triforce. You can also cap it in. I mean, I think capping it outside of the sim is the best. So if that's working for you, after TOD you get a major stuttering. Just make sure you're not capping your FPS in more than one place. That would be the one thing. It might well go away in Sim Update 5. You know. Slight touch of right rudder. All right. One more infusion, May 1. Well, I wish you all the best with that, Richard. I hope your wife's doing well also. Really do, man. I wish you all the best. Oh, no, you're going to get better performance in Flight Sim 24, Mike. I'm telling you, baby. We'll get you over there. We'll get you. A lot of people are switched over now. I was actually surprised. I was sort of wondering the Navigraph. What did the Navigraph survey that came out. What are the winds? 060 at 16. I was surprised how much the usage of 2020 has dropped in the last year, because it has. All right, so let's what do we see here? Landing altitude is set. Recall. All good. Mins are set. Radial altimeter good. Auto brake as required. Go auto brake 3. Why not? Altimeter is set. Never did my landing calculations. You genius. 5.9 is gonna be 5.6. Throw out some drag, so that's 129.2. Ay, ay, ay. This is what happens when you spend too much time talking. Yep, gotcha. And we're gonna go flaps 30, that's 140 plus 5. Alright. V-speeds are set. Boy, checklist saved my bacon right there. 3.5 miles to enter the... Is there a speed restriction on this? 250 knots. This is a hoot. How cool is this? We'll go seatbelt signs on, even though it's on auto. Let's see, we're below 10,000. We are... How far behind the airplane am I right now? Quite far behind the airplane. Alright, here we go. Let's have some fun. DME arc commence. 20 aircraft, liveries lost count. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. And I understand the, I understand the dilemma. What is it? MKJS. $118.75. Well, there's gonna be a lot of twisting and turning right now. No. Okay, we'll go that way instead. I was gonna go the other way. 118.75. 118.75. Flip that over. Alright. Boy, I mean, let's be honest. The airplane's doing all the work, but this is sort of a big, big chunk to bite off. Okay, come on. Thank you. Alright. Not that I really need to tune this right now. Sim update 5. My guess is tomorrow. Let's see. I want to bring it down to 1800. I can't bring it down to 1850. Let's see. Sangster traffic. American 2788. We're on the 15 DME arc for the ILS 7 Sangster. Alright. This is kind of groovy. You're not really not really coming down that fast. I mean, that's got to be the airport right there. Alright, we'll go bop, bop. Let's see, everything else should be good. I mean, okay. I'm gonna let it do its DLC thing. Yeah, I do need a radio module. You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right, Peter. Float endorsed. I'm gonna be float endorsed, I think, after this approach here. I mean, that's not really... Thanks to traffic, American 2788, turning a 11-mile final for runway 07, Sangster. All right. Final approach course is captured. Alright. Go flaps 5. Because I want this thing walking the speed back here as quickly as we can. Let's arm the speed brakes. Auto brakes are set. Missed approach altitude is not very high. 500 feet? Really? Okay. $2,500. We'll go gear down, flaps 15. See, and this is again my auto throttles. This is what happened. So now I'm gonna have to manage speed. So my auto throttles, for whatever reason, I was trying to sync up my throttles with whatever the setting was, and it kicks me out of auto throttle even though the auto throttles are set. I don't quite understand why. But now it's managing auto throttles again, so alright, glide path is captured. Anapa 1.6, which is a 7-mile final. Yeah, okay. So I just don't quite understand. Alright, gear down, 3 green, auto brakes are set, speed brakes are armed, lights are good, engine starters are on continuous. So, my confusion remains. VROF is 140, so we're going at 145. Sangster traffic, American 2788, 5 mile final runway 07, Sangster. It's looking great, Camilla. It's looking great, man. Let me see. My only problem is I have to. I must have a setting that's goofy. That's goofy, which is keeping me from. Must be engaging my auto throttles. All right, we'll go. Flaps 30. If you insist, you can make all the blink as much as you like. Alright. Let's go. There's 1,000. Okay. Wind slightly out of the left, 2 white, 2 red. Yeah, well, see, and I just disengaged the autopilot, and it didn't disengage. And I don't disengage the throttles, and it does engage. Alright, so I gotta check my auto throttle, my autopilot settings. It's goofy here. Fortunately, I haven't paid too much of a price yet. There's 4 reds, so this should be a go around. This might actually be a go around. This really should be a go around. But we're gonna break all the rules and just land. I'm gonna use the oh, that airspeed is really bad. Really, really bad.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
So this is one of those ones where it's gonna look good on paper, but it was appallingly bad. But I don't see what happened was when I moved my throttles to sync them with the throttle position, even though the auto throttle was armed, it moved my throttles. And then, I mean, you heard me turn the autopilot off. You got the whoop, whoop, whoop. And I'm going to push the nose down a little bit, and it wasn't moving. And I push, and I push, and I push, and it's not moving. And finally, I literally physically overrode the autopilot. And then it kicked off and gave me the light over here. So I don't get it. I don't get it. Something goofy's going on. So I don't fully blame myself for how that went. I just need to figure out why my autopilot settings are no good. Because I haven't changed them. Sangster traffic, American 2788 is clear of runway 7, Sangster. So, yeah. I mean, that was, again, it's going to show a really nice landing rate on, let's see. It's going to show a really nice landing rate on Volanta, and it's going to be, it was poor, I tell you. So turn those on. Actually, I probably shouldn't have turned that on yet. So anyway, speed. I know, but the fun thing about that one was so. And I mean, I'm sure CJ3, you know, like, it's not the physical that. It's not physical rustiness when you get back to flying something. It's the mental rustiness. And even though that was bad, and even though that absolutely should have been a go around, my brain was in a much better place than it was the other day when I was trying to make that approach into Curacao, and I was totally mentally behind the plane. This time I was there. It's just things weren't happening the way that I was expecting them to happen. But so I guess now I have my answer. The answer is the question is, how many flights does it take you to get your brain back in a jet? And the answer for me is at least 2. Perhaps more, you know. So I mean, it wasn't one to write home about, but at the same time, I just felt a lot better than I did in the previous one. Yeah, exactly. There's no need for 70 FPS. Mike, you don't have these problems. I know other my buddy Captain Hughes doesn't have any of these problems. Hey Brian, have a great night. I really appreciate you coming out, my friend. It's funny because I was thinking about you guys in Europe when I was doing this. I was like, if I do this at 2 o'clock my time, that gives some time for the folks from Europe to join in. So thank you for coming out. Appreciate it. I'm gonna do one tomorrow too, I think, if time permits, and I do believe it will. Let's take gate 3, why not, right? Let's see here. Whoa, I came to a grudging halt. Try to do a landing per day. Yeah, I mean, and that's what's so amazing about the sim, you know, is that you can, I mean, I remember so I haven't flown my Cherokee since my Cherokee just came out of annual. I haven't flown it since October. Last time I took 6 months off of flying the Cherokee, which I usually do in the winter because it's just so freaking cold. I got back in it in the spring, like I'm going to this year, and my first landing was solid, really, really solid. My second landing, I was controlling airspeed like beautifully, and my third landing was basically spot freaking on, just everything, you know, airspeed, everything just freaking nailed, you know. And after not having flown for that amount of time, I mean, it's just incredible. The sim really does a good job of keeping you sharp. It just does, you know. Let's get ground power. Come on, baby, give me ground power. So now I gotta go. Now I gotta find out why. Oh, I didn't even turn it on APU gen. Oh, there's more than one way to make a fool of yourself. And I've got them all down pat. let's let these folks loose. But yeah, this sim is amazing. It really is. So that's that. Hey, I feel the same way, Brian. Thank you, man. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate it. Yeah, the Comanche is slippery, you know. Oh, look at this. I mean, we get to do this in our freaking offices. This is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Look at that VOR right there, by the way. No, that must be the radar. Check that out. How cool is that? Put my flaps up. Now let me check me landing rate here. What was me landing rate? Landing rate was 193, so it was, you know, perfectly fine, but just not overall what I was looking for. But I gotta figure out what the auto throttle and autopilot stuff is doing here. But I got my PIREP in for American Airlines. Hey Triforce, it was my pleasure. My pleasure. Longitude in the game is near enough the same as the latitude in real life. That's incredible. Did you check ride from Ghent from ESC? The jet from ESC was EASA. Surprised how well I knew the systems. That is incredible. CJ3, that's unbelievable. Peter, I saw my landing rate in the ACARS program for my VA, but you can also see it in here. I'll show you. You can see it in. Let's see. Let's turn that off. Let's turn that off. You can see it in Volanta too, right here. 192, and yeah, that was a cool flight. And look at that, beautiful DME arc. The rest of it was a little questionable, but that was a good flight. That was a fun flight. Yeah. Thank you everybody for coming out. I appreciate everybody coming to watch. I'm hoping Sim Update 5 is coming out tomorrow. And I am gonna be streaming tomorrow as well. And hopefully everybody will be here. I would love to see everybody. Let's see. Touchdown FX purchased a VisionJet G3. Yeah, I can. CJ3, I totally buy that. I mean, that's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. I mean, the fidelity is just, it's insane. It's so good. It's so good. So, hey, CJ3, you have a great night yourself. I appreciate you coming out. Feed the poor people well-supply food for them. That is excellent, Mike. Good, my friend. Hey, thank you, everybody, for coming out. I appreciate it. I got to start getting myself organized and go pick up Mrs. Island Sim Pilot here in a little bit. And anybody that I missed on there that said hello, I appreciate you coming in. There is Jejuhusrufu who said hi a little bit ago. I missed that in the on the approach there, but anyway, I hope everybody has a great night, and we will be back tomorrow. Bob, you take care of yourself. Mike, be well, my friend. Peter, enjoy the rest of your flight. If I can see you on Eval on wait a minute, I just got an idea. Where are we, Peter? Where are you? Let's see, where is Peter? That's what we're gonna do. You should be... Oh, wait, hold on. Peter should be somewhere here. Is this... Nope. That's probably Peter right there. Peter, is this you? Peter, I will say hello. Peter, is this you? I'm guessing it is. Is that the one? Let's see. Is this you cruising at 33,000 feet? 50 minutes remaining. Over the south of you. Yeah, that's you. What? Cool. Yeah, I love the fact that that's a great flight. In Flight Sim 24, the freeware version of this airport is insane. It is so good. I wish I could see all the statistics. Like, how many hours do you have on a VAL, Peter? I did a flight once from here, Kigali, over, I believe this is Lake Victoria. Yeah, over Lake Victoria to Nairobi. It was awesome. So much fun. Flying in Africa is awesome in Flight Sim 24. It's just really, really cool stuff. But hey, Peter, have a great rest of your flight and safe landing, my friend. And yeah, thanks guys for coming out. And like I said, I'm going to be flying again tomorrow, so hopefully everybody can come out and say hello. And Noble Aviation VA from Austria. Oh, I was just seeing how many hours you have on VATSIM, or on Eval, which is sort of a pointless question, but that's what pilots do. We ask about hours, right? D3642, next group flight at the latest will be on Sunday. Maybe we'll do one tomorrow. If they release, I tell you what, if they release Sim Update 5 tomorrow, then let's do a group flight, and we'll just do some flying and bopping around the islands. That would actually be a really cool time. Eduardo, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that. So yeah, so if they release Sim Update 5 tomorrow, then we shall have a group flight tomorrow. How's that? Awesome. All right, guys. Thank you again, everybody, for coming out. I appreciate it, and we will talk soon. Take care.